Hi guys, set up my mic again. On for a while, just a couple of seconds to set up my mic. So I'll be sharing with you. It was US holiday, right? Not much movement, but I should have done it yesterday. But not too delay also. I want to share with you the movements for um, gold this week, what I see on the stock indexes for US and also crude oil. But crude oil is basically nothing has changed. Okay, why I say that is because if you look at it, it's pretty bullish for um, the the for crude oil sector. Why? Because I suspect it's because of all the lockdown easing and things like that, and that's why a lot of people are actually a lot of people are actually benefiting from it, right? Benefiting, benefiting. So, are you guys hearing me? So I can proceed to share with you my screen and talk about a quick one, very short, maybe just 10 minutes. So on provided you have any questions, then I'll go and answer them. Because as I think to go for a quick bathe, a dinner. Then 8 o'clock, I have a private session with my students on coaching, right? Type 1, if you can hear me, don't mind. So I can quickly proceed and give you my take because if you look at my past few weeks video all the way like 2 or 3 weeks ago, my forecast on gold, crude oil, and the stock indexes is pretty accurate, to be frank. If you look at it, I mean, I even 3 weeks ago I talked about crude oil keep going up, and it did, right? I talk about the indexes. I think I was wrong on one or two instances. Apart from that, I was pretty right. Okay, on the indexes and things like that. So you want to know, like for the rest of this week, how is the stock indexes going to be for US? Why? Because if it's going to go up, then you look for stocks to buy, right? If it's pretty sideways or going. In fact, if I say if I forecast using the technical analysis and say pretty topish, due for correction, then you may want to hold on your buys, right? So I will say it's very good insights on what is going to happen, and you can monitor yourself whether it comes true or not. It's not I say all my Facebooks are live. Okay, there's no foul play. I cannot edit it at all. So you go back and look through my Facebook Live for the past few weeks. You can see the stocks that I talk about going up on that day it actually went up. Especially last week, right? Last week I talked about cruise, the cruise industry, right? The cruise industry and few I think two or three cruise stocks that is listed on the US. After I talk about it, that very day it jumped start to go up already, right? So it's not rocket science. Technical analysis does work. Okay, it doesn't work for a lot of people because they don't really know in depth how the rationale between uh, technical analysis and the real world, how they are connected. Okay, they are connected based on emotions. Okay, based on emotions, and emotions generate buy and sell because emotions of greed will generate buy demand, right? Emotions of fear will generate selling demand. Okay, so it's basically emotions of fear and greed translating to um, demand and supply, and this can be seen through the technical analysis. In layman terms, in just a few sentences, just to explain it very simply, is like that. And a lot of people actually miss the big picture, and that's why they can't really relate. Hey, technical analysis, I don't get it right, and That's the thing. And if you look at my past, like I say again, I'm not here to boast or things like that, but these are proof that looking at technical analysis works. Because you look at my past 2 or 3 weeks, I've been almost every day coming online and sharing with you what is the take on. I don't even know the future, and I keep straight away give you the take of what is going to happen, and it did happen, right? So, uh, let me continue. Straight away, let me share with you the chart, okay, of maybe what's that? Let me see. Okay, this is the chart of um, Dow Jones. Okay, can you see my chart? If you can, please type a yes, okay, or type a can see, so that I can continue. If you can see my chart, you can see my chart, type a yes or can. Okay, at least I know, right? So let me continue for a while because there's a lag, right? So just let me continue. Type in. If you cannot see, then just type cannot see or cannot hear me or things like that. At least I know. Okay, I'm looking at the chat, right? So basically, for this week, the stock index for US will be pretty much going up from here until maybe Friday or even Thursday. There will be slight correction downwards. Okay, meaning what? Meaning today, tomorrow, or even Thursday, it should be pretty bullish. Okay. Having said that, there will be some one session within this 4 session because today is Tuesday already. There's 4 sessions of this week. There could be one session that is down. Okay. And most likely Friday or Thursday. Not for today or tomorrow. Okay, pretty bullish from here on. In fact, there is a chance these 4 days it will be up. Okay, pretty bullish on this. So thank you for answering. And I can see Mui Hong. Thanks for attending. Kofai. Thanks, Jeffrey. Okay, thanks. Okay, since you guys can hear me. So this is my take, right? And remember to attend my 8 p.m. Session, okay, which you guys have the link already. My AP session on Zoom will be touching more in depth on the stocks, a few stocks that is possible to trade, and of course, Suresh has sent me some email questions, and I will be answering them on the spot. Okay, how to determine your 200% profit and things like that. Okay, but let me continue with this. That's my take on the US stock index. Even for uh, S&P is the same. Okay, even for S&P is the same. It should be up this week. Okay, uh, pretty bullish for this week. Not overall long term wise. Overall mid to long term wise, there should be a strong wave down. Not yet. It's not happening yet. So we should be quite safe in that sense. Okay. For crude oil, I will say still pretty bullish. Okay. Last week I said you should test 35 or break it and go on to test 38, right? Not happening yet. Okay. There is a chance that it may hover to test 35 and break it this week or next week. So it could be pretty sideways, slowly up, sideways up from here. Okay, I'm still bullish on crude oil. Okay, mainly because it's was way oversold for no reason at all because of irrational thinking from traders like us, right? Like everyone, and due to that, there's still room for it to at least test 37 $38. Yeah, 37 $38. And in fact, it should in the near future. I don't know when. It could be this week, next week, or even next month to test $38. Should be pretty soon. It's just that the movement will not be as sharp as the last few weeks. You see the last few weeks of crude oil moving sharply up is because it's way oversold. Now the oversold is not so much, and it's still oversold, and that's why I still expect it to still continue to go up, but at a slower pace, not as at a pace as fast as last few weeks. Okay, so yeah, overall still bullish on crude oil. And the last one is gold. Gold, we got to be careful. Okay, especially gold, we got to be careful. Why I say this is because there is more downside. I see. I personally see there's more downside than upside for gold. Okay, for more downside than upside for gold. Am I slightly more bearish on the metal? Answer is yes. Okay, answer is yes. I suspect this week it should maybe um, test and go below 1700. I may be wrong. Okay, I may be wrong. It may test and go below 1700. Okay, okay. Maybe even 1650. Okay, bow estimation. Okay, if I want to make a bow forecast, then you they all. I may be wrong. It could keep going up. Okay, but I'm more prone to uh, selling the gold futures. This is the gold futures chart. More gold prone to selling the gold futures down. Okay, and test 1650, 1650. Okay, that's my yeah roughly there. Okay, that's my take on this few industry like gold, crude oil, and the US stock index. Okay. So any questions you have? If not, then most of you are my students. I'll see you guys at 8 in our private coaching sessions. Uh, roughly an hour. I will touch on some questions, how to see your 200%, things like that. And I will touch on some of the stocks to look out for to trade up, because this week should be a good week to intraday trade or even trade short term, like buy today, tomorrow sell for profit kind of thing. So I'll be sharing that with you. And thank you for attending. See you guys. Um, I'll see you guys tomorrow again, where I touch on live on Facebook, where I touch on forex. Okay, I'll touch on forex. I'll touch on forex at 8 p.m. with my students. But tomorrow, maybe early afternoon or late afternoon, I will touch on forex, where the market is going from here on. Okay, so watch out for it. So see you guys. Thank you for attending.